Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is another outstanding episode of the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. In one corner, we have the greatest thing on God's green earth. No, we're not talking about money, Mary Jane, or Popeye spinach. He's a trifle dart of Ringside Society, Delaware's greatest American hero. And whenever he goes to Taco Bell, he asks for a cheap burrito because he loves the combination of chicken and beef. It takes two to make a thing go right. He's Rob Bass, and you are not. In the second corner, we have the monarch of Mardi Gras, the Baroness of Bourbon Street. And whenever she's not co-hosting Ringside Society, she goes on crazy misadventures, such as dressing up as the big boss man and locking up people for petty crimes, dressing up as one of the Road Warriors and picking fights with random people, or sometimes she actually looks for the fabled Cobra Kai dojo to see if it's really real and if she can take on John Kreese and Terry Silver. Louisiana's own Kathy Knight. And the last corner we have. And the last corner we have that ocean crossing, straight up Boston, flight catching, shot glass snatching. Where's he going next? Nobody knows. 3 continents down, 3 more to go. No cap, straight facts, the worldwide star boy, Remy Blue. But it's not about us. You see, we have the biggest party of the summer, the biggest party in the pro wrestling world. Today, in a matter of hours, we're talking about WWE SummerSlam. Man, it's about to be a vibe. And we're about to go over the card. We have 7 great matches, lucky number 7. And we're going to go through them one by one and give our predictions for the show. But before we actually go ahead and do that, allow us to introduce our special guest for today. Actually, straight from the Philippines, all the way over in the Philippines. Man, you know, if anybody knows me, you know your boy loves him some lumpia and pancet and some pork adobo and some balut. Everybody, welcome back to the show. Judy Conda, how you doing today?
Thank you so much, Kathy, Robin, Remy, and thank you so much, Ringside Society, for opportunity me as an guest interviewer for this year's predictions for SummerSlam.
No problem, man. We always enjoy having our former 50 minutes, our past 50 minutes of fandom guests back, especially when they're overseas. You know, we're all about, you know, fan interaction regardless of where you are. So thank you for actually finding the time to be on here. And our other guest, special guest. Oh man, this is the first time ever. I don't know if Ringside Society's ready for both of us on here, man. When we were in Fort Lauderdale, we used to cause a lot of trouble. We used to do a lot of crazy things, especially on the club scene. Man, this guy is the I guess you could say he's the Rob, you always gonna be my boy, man. And matter of fact, we got 2 Robs now. We got Rob and we got, you know, Bobby, which is short for Robert. I don't know. But this guy is actually the Triple H to my Shawn Michaels, or the Shawn Michaels to my Triple H. Man, everybody, welcome to the show. Bobby Stryker, how you doing, man?
Hello, what's up?
Man,
Nice to meet you. Sorry, nice to meet you.
I don't know if they're ready for this, man. But yeah, yeah. But so Bob, yeah. So for those of you that don't know, I had a wild phase in Fort Lauderdale, and me and this guy were like DX back in the mid 2000s. And to make it worse, we used to watch like, you know, we used to watch like Jackass, and you know, we were kind of like a mixture of like Bam Margera and DX and Jack. So you could imagine the craziness we were on. So yeah, I'm not gonna get into that because, you know, today people get offended by stuff and they get triggered and people are sensitive. But let's just say back in the day, we would have given Captain Knight a run for her money with her hijinks.
One thing before we start.
Yeah. But anyways, with that being said, SummerSlam, man, who's excited, Joe?
I am.
Awesome. Are there any matches y'all are looking forward to?
Mine was Liv versus Rhea. Was
Cody versus Solo.
Me, ay,
Okay,
Liv versus Rhea for me.
okay. Kathy, how about you?
Yeah, Liv versus Rhea. CM Punk versus Drew. Uh,
Mm.
yeah, looking forward to
Okay.
those two. The whole card, looking forward to the whole card, but mainly those two.
Rob, I think I know who you're looking for, what match you're looking forward to, but I'm gonna let you say what it is. And maybe
Honestly,
I'm right, maybe I'm wrong.
honestly, I'm waiting for my boy Los Angeles Knight to get a championship. I'm just like, yeah, that's all I'm
Yeah,
ready to say. Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I want to
okay.
say. I mean,
Uh,
yeah, I want to see Liv Morgan too, but yeah, I want to see
I knew
everybody,
it.
kick
I
some
knew it.
ass.
I knew you were going I knew you were gonna say Liv. I knew you were gonna say
Yeah,
Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley. You like
Lord
crazy
have
women.
mercy. Yeah, yeah.
You like
I'm
crazy women.
glad. I'm glad I got a hat on. I'm sweating on my brow right
You should have seen. You should have seen how his eyes lit
now.
up when. So, Kathy, I know. We joke about this. Bobby and Judy. I know y'all never. But y'all should have seen his eyes lit up when Alexa Bliss came out at WrestleMania out of that structure with the black stuff
Yes.
all over her. He was like mesmerized. He's like, oh. I was like,
Oh, I
wow,
just
calm
remember.
down, bro. All right. So we have some guests here. Danny, thank you for joining us. Corbin, thank you for joining us. Um, and Danny, you
Oh,
said Drew versus Punk and Liv versus. Okay. Me personally, I'm looking forward to right now Solo Sikoa versus Cody Rhodes. I'm anxious to see how that goes, and I'm
yes.
looking forward to it. That's the main one I'm looking forward to. If I had to choose a second match, oh boy, it'd probably Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. Not because not that I like crazy women, but it's just that
Mm.
I mean, to each their own. If you like crazy women, that will
Mm.
do you in. But I just like the whole build up behind that thing. Like you got these two people, you know, that are like crazy about Dom, you know, and it's like
Yeah.
he's just in the middle. This is like I guess you could say like, and I really got to find another. I really have to find another match to reference, but this is like Shawn Michaels versus Mari Jannetty and Sensational Sherry not knowing which side she wants to pick. And if for those of you that don't know about that match, definitely check it out. It's a classic in my opinion. Any match with Shawn Michaels versus Mari Jannetty is a classic. So definitely check that one out as well. That was
Yes.
their first match against
Yes.
each other. But anyways, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this card. So basically, for those of y'all that don't know,
Yeah.
um, we're gonna go through it match by match, and we're gonna go around the room, and we're gonna ask everybody. I'm gonna ask everybody who they think is gonna win, and they're gonna give their predictions, and at the end of it, I'm gonna ask if there's any predictions, general predictions as well that anybody has for the card. For those of you watching and listening, do not just watch and listen. Give us your comments in the comment section below, whether it's YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Definitely give us your input. We encourage fan interaction. We're big on that. So definitely don't be shy. Don't be a stranger. Let's hear your thoughts as well. There's no wrong prediction. Because like I said, it's pro wrestling. Anything can happen. So even if it doesn't make sense, anything can happen. So
Yes.
here we go. So with that being said, the first match we have is, oh man, this match is there's a lot of the plot twists and the animosity between all three of these men. We're going to be having CM Punk
Yeah.
versus Drew McIntyre
Yes.
with Seth freaking
Yeah.
Rollins as the
Yes. This is
special guest referee. Cappy, who we got for this one?
Seth Rollins.
so I do have a Drew shirt on, but
Mm.
all right, here's the thing. So Seth is the ref. He's the wild card and everything. He doesn't like either one. So I don't know. We'll see how have to see how it goes. But Drew did cost Seth a title shot. So he might be
Mhm.
kind of impartial and might have this is I guess I want my heart's going for Drew, but my head's saying CM Punk because he's probably gonna get screwed over again because that seems to be the same thing with Drew over and over. So I do wish this was for the title that Drew was supposed to get, but whatever. So um I'm gonna go with CM Punk. I had a hard time trying to pick, but just because of the fact that Drew cost Seth that title shot, that's why I'm gonna go for CM Punk.
Okay.
Mhm.
Um, does Seth like anybody? Like, I don't think there's anybody Seth likes. He doesn't like Roman. I don't think he cares for Cody Rhodes. Outside of his wife Becky Lynch, I don't think he likes anybody. And then again, he has that maniacal laugh that he does. He's like, and I'm like, if Seth said, "Hey Remy, I like you. You're good," I'd be like, I don't know whether to if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Hey, when you're the
I,
architect, you don't
Mhm.
have to like anybody.
yeah, he has that maniacal laugh, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, I'm just gonna stand over here, bro. Like, you good? Yeah. It's kind of like the $1 million man. Whew. But yeah. All right. So Rob, who you got for this one?
Yeah, I'm going with Drew on this one. I think Drew's been getting the shaft a long time. I think Drew's finally CM Punk's back. Drew's just gonna come out there just like just he's gonna snap. And I think Rollins definitely gonna play in and do something. There's some type of shenanigans that's gonna happen. I just want to see what kind of referee outfit that Seth Rollins wears because my pop was like, he's seen him on TV or something, was sending me pictures. Was like, yo, can you wear this on your next show? Next time you're repping the show, like, I was like, all right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to see what Seth wears too. I want to see his outfit. Yeah, just what he wears. I'm gonna take a picture of it. I'm gonna send it to Carlson and Hardy and be like, "Yo, can I wear this on the 10th? Yeah, can I wear this?"
Rob, you
I'm gonna get
Rob,
shut down, but
Rob, you know, and I know that if you had your chance, if you had your choice, I
uh,
got a feeling you're the kind of guy that would wear baggy jeans, a
oh,
baggy t-shirt for a baggy ref t-shirt, and a backwards hat.
there you go. I just roll out there just like this, like I rolled out of bed.
Rob would go out there looking like either he's gonna referee a rap battle or if he's gonna partake in a rap battle. That's how
Yeah,
he'd probably
that's right.
roll out there looking.
That's right. That's right. That's right. But
Hey,
yeah. I'm going Drew. Drew's gonna win it.
all right. Yeah, Danny, Danny's so funny thing about Seth. Seth reminds me so much of Macho Man Randy Savage because they both have this crazy sense of style. And it's like you can't wait to see what they're gonna wear for their next match, especially their pay-per-view match. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what he wears. Um and Danny says she thinks Punk will win as redemption for losing the Royal Rumble. Yeah, that could possibly happen. We'll just have to wait and see. Judy, who you got for this one?
Mine was CM Punk. Ay, sige na po. Sorry. Mine was CM Punk because I was very and while I watching the what Clash of the Castle, but I was very I react, but lastly, I know wala akong masabi sa match. I can't say anything about CM Punk and Drew match tonight for SummerSlam. For me, Drew deserved to win this match. And also, I just very in frustration about CM Punk on destruction during last pay-per-view because very I feel it. That's it. Sorry, I'm just nervous on this interview, but
Okay.
but it's okay. Very
Right.
I react. I very so react. Mine,
Okay. So
but it's okay.
Bobby, how about you? Who you going with?
I'm going to Drew McIntyre, and I'll tell you why. If you remember a few weeks back when Punk
Huh?
interfered with McIntyre's match on the last pay-per-view, I forgot it was, he came out with CM Punk
Yes.
after, and he said, CM Punk, there is going to be consequences for what you did. And he never did anything to CM Punk yet, so I think that's going to play a part into the match.
Ay.
Okay. Honestly, man, this is a hard one to call. But honestly speaking, I think wow, this is a tough one because both. I honestly think that CM Punk is going to win though. I think CM Punk is going to win,
Yeah.
but it's going to set up towards eventually CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, which was supposed to happen at WrestleMania, or at least I think was supposed to happen at WrestleMania. Um, Due to what they were building up at, due to how things were going. So I think this is going to set up CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, not CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk and Seth Rollins for what's the next one? Bad Blood. That's in September, right? Yeah.
October.
What's the one after this one? There's another one after this one. I know
I
that
think it's the
there is.
Bash in Berlin or something like that.
What
Yeah,
was that?
Bash in Berlin
Bash in
is at the
Berlin.
end of August.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that is going to set up for that. So I'm gonna go with CM Punk to win. So the next match we have is and Danny, you said Punk will win as a redemption for losing the Royal Rumble. Okay. So the next match we have is a singles match for the WWE Women's Championship. We have the former hugger, who I'm surprised she doesn't hug people anymore now. I guess she's grown, although she's a good person. She's a face now. We have the defending champion Bailey defending against the 2024 Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax, who has gotten, phenomenally better. And this is why I tell y'all cannot disrespect the Hard Dungeon. Look what the Hard Dungeon did for Nia Jax. And y'all know Natalia was helping her train. So y'all can't, for those y'all out there, yes, you can have opinion about anything, but you can't have opinion, at least around me, you can't have an opinion about the Hard Dungeon. The Hard Dungeon is awesome, right? So that's pretty much, what I gotta say about Nia Jax. A lot of build up. Another great match. A lot of build up. And it now it looks like pretty much Nia Jackson, Tiffany Stratton have an alliance. This is going to be interesting. Kathy, who you got for this one?
Yeah, going back to what you say, don't mess with Natty. Natty's mother hen. Don't come around me with that either. I love Natty. But I digress.
Me too.
Yeah. I think Bailey's gonna take it. I say that now, but there's probably gonna be an upset and Naya's gonna win. But I don't think there's gonna be a cash in because Tiffany just got her new shiny briefcase, and you have to show it off more than just a couple of days, right?
Yes.
So I think that would be the only factor. If Bailey didn't win, it would be that with Tiffy, but I don't think she's gonna cash it in just yet. So I went with Bailey. I think Bailey's gonna retain.
Speaking of shiny briefcases, I really think that we should start giving people like their own like customized briefcase when they pick. I mean, it may be a bit much, but I think it'd be something cool. Like you have, let's say Uncle Howdy wins it. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but he wins it. He gets some kind of weird looking briefcase, or LA Knight wins it. It gets all shiny, and it has across the whole thing. I know Kathy, you'd probably be the first in line to buy that. Uh, yeah. I think that'd be a good thing if they started like customizing suitcases for the winners. That'd be pretty awesome as well.
Yeah. Well, Damien got his own. He purple one. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I think.
maybe they're gonna start customizing it.
Yeah. And plus, it would be a great marketing thing as well too, to like for like the briefcase. People buy those briefcases now. That's nothing to do. So yeah. So all right. So Rob, who you got for this match?
All right, yeah, I'm going with Bailey on this one. It's going to be a pretty good match. Yeah, any match with Bailey in it is good, but yeah, I don't think Nia Jax is going to get it this time. Yeah, Bailey's going to get this one. I think Bailey's going. I
Okay,
can't go wrong with Bailey.
all right. Judy, how about you? Who you got for this match?
Mine was Bailey because weeks after weeks, she retained her title. But if if this year's SummerSlam Bailey will retain or not, will interrupt Tiffany to cash in her money in the bank contract. I said money in the bank contract.
Mm-hmm.
I I said, weeks after weeks, especially pay-per-view matches, Bailey was retained her SmackDown Women's Champion, or also known as the Women's Champion. If not, I have an extra extra intro. If Bailey will retains, Tiffany will cash in her money in the bank contract.
Mm.
Or
Right.
not, Naya will wins her title. But if possible, Tiffany will turn over her title. This is my predictions for the women's championship. And I know I'm getting nervous about this women's match. That's it.
Okay, all right. Hey, like I said, any prediction is possible. I mean, it's WB, it's WWE. Anything can happen. Bobby, how about you, man? Who you going for this one?
I'm gonna go with Bailey winning. I don't think Tiffany's gonna cash in this case. But after Kathy said she just got that new briefcase, she's gonna show it off for a little bit. Yeah, but Bailey's gonna win. I think she's gonna. It's gonna be a big fight. I think Ania's gonna put a fight. She's gonna bring the fight. But I think and Bailey's gonna win. But Tiffany might be a distraction though, for Bailey to win. Ania might get distracted, and Bailey might do the road point right to her right when she gets distracted. It could happen. So
Okay,
I'm going Bailey.
all right. And Danny is actually, she said, she thinks Bailey is gonna is losing this match. You love her, but Nia's come back. But since Nia's come back, she's been on fire. Then her and Tiffany's alliance will eventually end, and she'll try to cash in towards the end of the year. Okay. Honestly, I think Nia Jackson is gonna lose. No, I'm not Nia. Sorry. I think Bailey's gonna lose. I think this is Nia's year. This is her redemption year. I mean, for years people have been saying she can't wrestle. She's dangerous in the ring. She hurts people, but I think she's found her rhythm. And like I said, once again, thanks to the Ty
Sorry.
and Neidhart, she's been able to catch on, and she's doing great. And I'm all for Nia Jax being not just a WWE Women's Champion, but a dominant WWE Women's Champion. I think I'm all for that. I think it's going to happen. Um, Tiffany, it wouldn't surprise me if Tiffany tried to cash in, but I don't think it's going to be success. If she does, she'll probably have to catch Nia Jax off guard, but I don't think it's going to be a cash in. I don't think it's. I think Tiffany's going to let it cook for a bit and then just pick and choose when she wants to cash in. But I'm gonna go with Nia Jax winning with this one. So the next match we have on the card is a singles match for the Women's World Championship. Man, this is, like I said, this is a lot of twists and turns with this one. It could go either way. Um, I'm going to be watching this one closely as well. Besides the bloodlines rules match. No,
Wow.
bloodline rules match, and it's going to be
Yes.
the defending champion Liv Morgan going up against
Yes.
Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Catherine, who we got for this one?
Whew, man. It's like you said, a lot of twists and turns. Here are some of the twists and turns. Has Finn and Liv been working together all along? Like, there's a lot of things in the beginning, way in the beginning before Judgment Day, There was AJ
Yeah.
Styles, Finn, and Liv. They did the two sweet together. There's that. Then
Yeah.
through this whole thing, so Liv gave the hotel key to Dom, who had the hotel key, Finn. There's a there's a thing where they were, when the wrestlers arrive, they get out of their car. Finn and Liv got out of the same car. Then there's also this past week when Liv burned Dominic's pictures and things like that. She trashed the Judgment Day's little hangout spot, and there's a picture of everybody crossed out, and then Finn is all
Yeah.
nice and pretty still. So were they working all along together to dismantle the Judgment Day? There's that. Does Dom turn on Rhea and go with Liv? I know he said he hates her. He hated Liv. That was the three words she didn't want to hear. But has Liv and Dom been working together? There's one part where Liv was going out of the same locker room Dominic did, and then that was when now you see they were kind of she was flirting with him and stuff, trying to kiss him and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Then Psycho lives back, so don't shortchange her there. There's that part. She's mad about Dom said so, but they could be working together. So there's that. And then what I really want, and me and a couple of people want this on Twitter. I want Liv and Rhea to get back together as a tag team and totally dump Dominic. There's that too. So with all of that in consideration, my heart wants Rhea to win, but if there's shenanigans and stuff like that, if Dom turns on Rhea, then he would help Liv win. So that's why I'm going with Liv. So there's a lot to unpack there. That's one of the matches I'm looking forward to, and I want to see how it plays out.
I forgot about Liv, AJ Styles, and Finn Balor. Being a short-lived stable. I forgot about that. That was pretty interesting. On a side note, I think AJ Styles should be the next. So from what I'm seeing with Judgment Day, I don't know if y'all see it, but Judgment Day is kind of going the way of Bullet Club, where it's recycling out members a lot. You had Edge, who was a member at one point, then he left, and now you got Dom, and you got Finn, and you got JD McDonough, you got Carlito, you got Rhea Ripley. They're all in there, and now another thing I noticed too. Has anybody noticed that? And to all my people in Puerto Rico, I mean, no disrespect, but have y'all noticed that not Dominic, um, Damian Priest has been wearing more gear towards Puerto Rico, which is his not his home country, but his heritage. Like he's been kind of wearing more colorful gear towards. Maybe it's just me overthinking it, but I noticed that he's been wearing more and more of that. So I'm gonna get into that later. I mean, I'm gonna get into that later, but I think yeah, I got a feeling that eventually he's gonna leave. Um, but not to digress. Um, not to get off track. Um, yeah, that's a pretty interesting take, Kathy, and I'm all for it. Hey, maybe Finn and Liv have been working together. Maybe there's something cooking. Liv wouldn't make a bad member of the Judgment Day. I could see her, doing well there.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
Um,
think I think what might happen, we might get like a NWO Wolfpack separation. We'll have like a Judgment Day 2.0. I think Rhea and
oh,
Finn might go off on their own, and then we'd have like Finn. Well, depending where Dominic goes, he could either go with Rhea and Damien, or he'll go with Finn and Liv. So I think there's gonna be like a division. We'll have like a Judgment Day Wolfpack going on, and then like you said, Edge was the leader of Judgment Day, and then all of a sudden Finn jumps in. Like that's another like being on Finn, where he's kind of maybe he's destroying Judgment Day from the inside. So
yeah, yeah, we'll see. Rob, how about you? Who you got for this match?
Kathy broke it all down for everything on here. I didn't even know about when she was burning up, the all the pictures and stuff that Finn was in the back, everybody crossed out but him. I didn't even know all that. I'm like, all right, okay. 2 weeks ago, if you would have asked me this, I'm like, oh yeah, Liv Morgan and
Sorry.
Dom, they're definitely they're definitely going to turn on Rhea, and Rhea's going to lose, and they're going to do this. But then after last week and stuff, and I've been thinking, I'm like, man, I don't know, and then Kathy was saying, the thing with Finn, like, yeah, I don't know. I think Rhea and Dom, are still in cahoots, but I think Liv's going to win. I think something might happen with something's going to happen, but I don't think Liv's going to be with Dominic. I don't think now that I've been thinking about it and all, I don't think she is. I think Rhea and
Sorry.
Dom, they're still together doing whatever, doing their thing. But I think Liv's going to win. Something's going to happen, and yeah. Judgment Day, it's still going to be around, but yeah. There might be one or two less members. I'm thinking one, at least one, at the end of the night. But yeah, Liv's going to get this one.
Okay. All right. Judy, how about you? Well, and by the way, that's why we call Kathy our powerhouse, because you see that right there. That's that journalism degree working right now.
That's right.
All stuff
Ooh.
right there. That's that degree of communications working. So yeah, Judy, who you got for this one?
Mine was Rhea because I don't know. I don't know the frustration what's happening on their feud during last week's Raw, but I was but I was very um mind blowing my mind because of their mind games between Rhea and Liv. I just saw there's some photos they're crossing their or I just sorry. I again mine was Rhea because last time Liv last time Liv ano tawag dito? Liv parang I should I use Tagalog? Remy? Where's Remy? Okay. Mine was Rhea
Do what you need.
because
Do what you need.
last
You're good.
mine Rhea was deserving last year's I think was on Saudi was the last match or on after WrestleMania. But what happened to Remy?
There's two of him.
Okay, yeah, I got disconnected for some reason. I'm sorry. I'm kind of in like a crazy dead zone. But
But I
yeah,
was mine was Rhea because of the injured last time on after Mania or after Saudi match. But for me, it was very deserving for me
okay,
because I think possible possible to Rhea will wins the title or not. Liv will retains or I think interrupting a one wrestling guest, but let's see later on SummerSlam. Oh, it's okay.
okay.
That,
And
that's it.
Danny who's watching is saying, she said, okay, she loves Liv and thinks she will retain. She thinks Finn will help her retain it, causing a problem.
Oh,
Okay. And
I
let's
think
see.
if they separate the
You say you
Terror
think of the separate, there'll be the
Twins.
Terror Twins, okay, in one group, and JD, Dom, and Finn in another group, and Carlito
Oh,
trying to
Carlito
split up
trying to
both
get in
groups.
both groups.
I
Carlito's
think
been so funny during this whole
Man,
thing.
you know what's sad? Carlito is actually a really good wrestler, and I think even if it's like a brief reign, I think he deserves to have a brief reign with that world championship. But that's the business. I mean, there's people that deserve it and just don't get it, and it is what it is. But glad he's back though. Um, Bobby, who you got for this one?
I'm gonna live, but I do think that Rhea's gonna put beating on her really bad. I think Dominic's gonna somehow try and help live Rhea somehow, and it's gonna turn out in just like the first match did with him screwing over Rhea unintentionally. So I think
Okay,
I'm going to live on this one.
okay. Honestly, I think Liv is gonna win, and I think Dom is gonna. I think Dom is gonna turn on. Dom is
Yeah.
gonna turn on Rhea. I think Dom is gonna turn on her. Um, and I think my thing is, when Dom first joined Judgment Day, Rhea was putting a beat down on him. She was the one that was, pretty much assaulting him. And I think what he's gonna say, I think what's gonna happen, he's gonna realize, well, hey, Liv never assaulted me. Liv never beat me down to show her affection. Liv was just, like any normal person. She never made me feel like trash and whatnot. So, I mean, I'm just gonna go and help Liv. And I think that's what's gonna happen. Dom is gonna turn, and he's gonna cost. Finn might help too. I mean, because you know, um, maybe they're just tired of how things are and with her. And I think Dom is gonna cost Rhea the match. I think so. So I got Liv retaining for this one. Um, but that Finn Balor one, Kathy, that was a pretty good one. It could happen to it. Maybe both them cost her the match. I mean, it could go that way.
Rhea.
Um, so
Yeah,
the next match we
there's a lot
have,
to unpack in that match. So
oh
we'll
yeah,
watch it all unravel tonight.
oh yeah. So the next match we have is a singles match for the WWE United States Championship. We have the defending champion Logan Paul going up against
Woo!
Kathy Knight's cousin from LA, LA Knight.
Hey.
Yeah,
Hey.
So,
Hey. Hey.
Kathy, who you got for this one?
it's a no-brainer. It's LA's time. It's been his time. If they don't do this now, like he's gonna lose all his momentum, which I felt like he lost it already. But since everybody hates Logan Paul now for a lot of different reasons, a lot of people are jumping on the LA Knight bandwagon. I was there first.
Yeah.
Get out on a spot. But LA should win. I hope he wins, and I circled him to win, so he better win.
I
Yeah.
think better win to win.
So, do you think the heat that Logan Paul? Because if everybody hates you, that means that you're doing your job as a heel. But do you
Yes.
Yeah,
think
but this is like
so?
real heat. Like I didn't like him in the beginning when they brought him in, not because of his character, but like the stuff he's done in real life. That aspect, like he's a great wrestler, I'll give that to him, but that's all I'm gonna give to him. And then he just keeps he run like people have their opinions and that's fine. He's got his, the fans have theirs, but there's a lot of like heel heat for real on him now. And
Mm,
it's been LA Knight's time, and this is still his time, and now it's time to actually do it. Give him a title.
okay, all right.
Why?
Um, yeah, I always said that it's good if you have heat on you if everybody hates you. But so, one more question, Kathy. Do you think that the heat he's getting now is good for him and WWE, or is bad for him and WWE?
I mean, he has that prime sponsorship. WWE has that. They're tied together anyway. He doesn't really need the United States title. Like I think LA Knight needs it more because, like I said, it's his time to shine. But there's two different kinds of heel heat. There's heel heat in the character, and then there's heel heat like nuclear heel heat, where it's people don't like you for real as a person. So it's all like it's his beliefs, and it's like I said, like his beliefs versus the fans' beliefs. It's all political at this point right now. And then he interviewed Trump, and I'm not gonna get into politics or whatever, but he did that, and it pissed a couple of fans off. And then now with the whole boxing thing, for the Olympics, people are mad about that. So they flipping they want LA Knight to win. which I always wanted him to win regardless of all this other stuff. But that's the heat I'm talking about. It's like real life stuff is pushing people to like turn on Logan Paul, and they want LA Knight to win. So like
Mm.
real life's getting into wrestling, which people I didn't prefer Logan Paul in the beginning anyway because of the whole like he watched somebody die and filmed it or whatever that happened in Japan. Like I didn't have a good
Nga
liking
naman.
for him there. Like he's a great wrestler, I'll give him that, but that's all I'm gonna give him.
Okay. Rob, how about you? Who you got for this one?
Oh, I'm going LA Knight. I've always been pro LA Knight. I like Los Angeles Knight. Yeah, I'm going with that. You know what I mean? I think Logan Paul. He's had his reign or whatever. It's gonna be an all right match, but yeah. LA Knight's gonna get this one. Logan's gonna do a couple things. Like crazy stuff like oh yeah, but yeah, LA Knight's got this one. So when I'm eating my chicken fingers and French fries tonight, I'll just be like yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And one more thing I'm noticing on here, ain't no tag team matches, player. We're the tag, not one tag team match. Hopefully they'll have something in maybe in the pre-show or something.
They had them all on SmackDown.
Oh, okay.
They had them last night.
Okay, yeah, I miss SmackDown because I'm in my 40s. I'm on old age and I went to bed early, so.
It's okay, man. It's so trust me, it happens.
Yeah, I miss SmackDown. I was gonna watch it this morning, but I was like, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah. Yeah, those tag team matches last night were pretty great. I think there's going to be a six woman tag team between, I guess they call themselves the Big Three: Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair versus, I guess, the Unholy Union. I don't know if how can we call her Bea Priestley? Blair Davenport. I know it's Bea Priestley on the Indies, but Blair Davenport and Alba Fire and is it Alba Fire and Isla Dawn? I guess that's going to be a match real soon, and that sounds cool. And that match with Jacob Fatu and Tamatanga versus DIY, that was pretty good. I enjoyed that match. But what the hell's going on with Tonga Loa? Is something wrong? Like, I wanted to see God get those
Yeah.
titles, not Tamatanga and Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu, he don't need no tag team titles. He's good. Give him the singles title, the US title, but I guess they know what they're doing. But
He's new still. They just came.
yeah. So Judy, who you got for this match? Logan Paul and LA
For
Knight.
mine was LA Knight was very deserved for the match for SummerSlam tonight or today here in my country. LA Knight was deserved to win this title against Logan because last night's SmackDown was very, very mind games of this prime car. I'm just getting, I'm just getting laughed out of this, but it was very deserving this title opportunity against him. That's it.
Okay, that was a
Okay,
sweet
that's okay.
prime car. That was a sweet prime
Mm.
car, by the way. I like how it
Yeah,
looked. I,
I just
I, and plus, my favorite color is blue, so it's like wow, that's a nice little I don't drink Prime. I drank it once. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just stick to my little, Gatorade and Powerade and whatnot. But
Prime was not available in my country. Prime water was not available in my country, but
Judy,
only Gatorade.
okay, I'll tell you this, Judy, and this is no knock
Yes.
on Prime. I'm not knocking Prime's hustler business.
Ah.
Um, if you've had Powerade and Gatorade, you've had Prime. You're good on that,
Mm-mm.
in my opinion.
Yes.
If you've had Powerade
Yeah.
and you've had Gatorade,
Mm-mm.
then you're good on Prime. It's pretty much the same thing. That's
Yes.
that's what it is.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I never had
Yes.
Prime
Um,
either. I went to my store one time and they had the little Prime bottles in a little display by the counter, and I was standing in line looking at it. One of the flavors on there, I swear, it was glow in the dark or something. It was like it was something like that, Train. And I just looked at it. And I'm like, there's like 100% chance if you go and you drink that, you could use the bathroom in the dark and you would see everything. You know what I mean? I was like, there's no way that it'd just be normal. I was like, there's no way. Oh, I was like, man, it's just gonna tear my insides up. Oh yeah. I'm with you. I'd
General.
rather drink Mountain Dew, get my caffeine or water, Gatorade, oh yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
it at the store. I've never tried it. I don't try the whole energy drinks and all that
Yeah.
hype.
Honestly, if
Like
I could
just give me
recommend,
Powerade, I'll be good with
Yeah.
Powerade and like green tea, water, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Red Bull or Monster, I'll drink it, and I feel like my heart's like,
Yeah.
and I'll be
I
like,
drank one time I went to Row to Booker T's show. They had free Monster, but it was like decaffeinated Monster. My heart was still like I thought I was gonna die that day. Like even it wasn't even caffeinated. I was like, what is this?
it's
yeah,
not even an age. It's not even an age thing because I remember. Well, then again, I was a jackass back in my early 20s. I had 3 cups of coffee, and I had 2 monsters on top of that. I guess I was in a situation where I had to sit, and it was a death by PowerPoint situation where I was doing training for my new job. And let me tell you, by the end of that day, I was shaking like church on Sunday. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this again. And for years, I did not drink Monster. I just now started drinking Monster again. But if I could recommend um, a drink for y'all to try, I'm sure Kathy, Rob, and Bobby. I'm sure y'all had it. I've had it too. Body Armor, Judy. If you ever see Body Armor, try it. It's a great drink. I'm not. They're not cutting me a check for this or anything, but Body Armor is a pretty good hydration source. I've had it, and man, I feel energized whenever I drink it. So, but yeah, Prime. If you've had Gatorade or Powerade, you're not missing much from Prime. They're pretty decent, but that's just my opinion. I'm not knocking the business, but you're not really missing. In my opinion, you're not really missing much.
Yeah.
Um,
yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I remember one time, like Kathy was saying, the monsters and stuff. I remember one time doing the show. It was with CCW on CW. Sue Young was out there trying to was giving me Red Bulls and stuff. Not the regular size Red Bulls, big ones. Like, did you drive here? Did you drive? I was like, yeah, but I'm like, 20, 30 minutes away. I'm good. No, you just need to take one. You need to take one here. Just come on, have one. I got a long trip now. I'm like, whoa. I was like, I think I might have a match to do or whatever. I'm going to have a heart attack while I'm out there. I'm going to be on TV, like, you can literally see. I was like out there, like, oh my god.
Yeah, I go on all these trips, these 4 hour trips and back, and they're like, you don't drink anything? I'm like, no coffee, no nothing. I do like occasionally I'll have like a Coke, a Coca
Yeah,
Cola, but I'm like, no, I drive back home,
yeah,
4 in the morning, 3 in the morning.
yeah. I'm
They're
good.
like,
Yeah,
man, we don't even do that. I was like, yeah, no, I'm psycho. It's all right, but I have my reasons. I mean, there's
I don't.
less traffic I have to go through in Houston to get where I need to be. There's less traffic to begin with, like in Louisiana and in Texas. So why not go home at 3 in the morning and then just go to bed?
I don't know how you do it,
Hmm.
Kathy, but you're better than me.
A lot of
Um,
people don't know. Even the wrestlers themselves, they're like, we don't do that. Like we don't drive home after the show. We get like a hotel and we go the next day. It's like I don't want like the momentum to stop. Like I just went to a show. I'm all hyped up from it. Just
yeah,
drive home. If I go to a hotel, I'm have to sleep. I'll be tired. Have to eat breakfast and then drive in the morning and maybe get morning traffic. And I was like, no, it's fine. I've been doing it for years. Still doing it. Let's go.
um, okay, yeah, keep it up, man. That's awesome. Bobby, who you got for this match, man?
I'm gonna go with LA Knight only because I think it's his time. He's been there about 3 years now and he still hasn't had anything. And um Logan Paul, he's a good wrestler. I think they're gonna be a good match, but I just
Seven
think there's
pala.
not gonna be nothing
Iwanan mamaya.
really exciting in this match. But I do think
Uy,
LA Knight's
hinabat
gonna
mo
win.
naman ako. Wag mo na.
Okay. I'm gonna go with LA Knight to win this. I think it's time from the world title. I can he'll be great as a U.S. champion. Um, so I'm gonna go with LA Knight. I was kind of disappointed he didn't win the Money in the Bank match, and they wasted it on Drew McIntyre. That was the most disappointing Money in the Bank situation ever. But like I said, that's wrestling for you. But I'm gonna go LA Knight to win it this time, and it's gonna be a party. Um,
Mm.
and okay, so Danny B said she already thought LA Knight, but him for sure now, especially with the recent stuff on X. Okay, and
Yeah.
Jacob is a world champion in due time. Yeah, you're right. If you watch the stuff in MLW, he was definitely very impressive there. And okay, and you said Danny said her son had all the flavors of Prime, and doesn't like it. He prefers Gatorade. So I take it your son's gonna vote is gonna go for LA Knight. Hmm. Okay, I don't blame him. Okay, and yeah, that'd be a cool feud. I can see them going back and forth. You know, Carmelo is definitely the future. Um, he's definitely the future of WWE. Um, what was his last name again? It was Carmelo. What was it again?
Hayes.
And Hayes.
Hayes. I almost called him Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, I
Uh,
almost did too.
all right. So okay. So the next match we have is a is a we're pretty much halfway through the card. We're almost done. But the next match we have is a singles match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. It's going to be the defending champion, everybody's favorite Canadian, I guess. Besides Bret, everybody's other
Yeah.
favorite Canadian besides Bret Hart and Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn defending against the
Hello?
son of Rick Steiner,
Oh my
the nephew of
god.
Scott Steiner, a man with a lot of pedigree, Braun Breaker. Kathy, we got for this one.
So I had to kind of think about this one. Went back and forth, back and forth. I don't know if Braun's gonna lose twice, but like I said, for the first time they went together, I said on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, I said don't count out Sammy. Never count out Sammy because he's conniving, he's cunning, he always knows how to win. So that's what I was kind of like. Well, is he gonna win again? Or are they gonna give it to Braun? So in the end, like my heart, I want Sammy to keep it, but I think something's telling me Braun's gonna end up taking it. Like I don't think he's gonna lose twice. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Braun.
All right. Rob, who you got for this one?
See, I'm actually going Sammy on this one because when Sammy beat Gunther or whatever, I pretty much gave Sammy no shot. I was like, man, this is almost a squash match. But then I realized, the difference between a squash match and not a squash match is a squash match you have no hope. And this, Sammy always has hope. I think Braun is the future. The son of the dog faced gremlin. Man, he needs to, start adopting that name or something. Man, I want to call Braun Breaker the dog faced gremlin. That was always cool. But yeah, he's the future. But yeah, I think Sammy's going to get this one. It's probably going to be like WrestleMania or something. He's going to get beat up, tore up, and then just Sammy does his thing, pulls it out, does it. So I'm going to go Sammy. Even though I like Braun, I think he's the future and all. But yeah, Sammy's taking this one.
Same.
Okay. Who you got for this one?
Mine was Sami Zayn because he deserved to retain this title. And secondly, his performance on the ring was so amazing. That's it. But I've just added sa Bone Breaker will deserve to his title, but me, Sami Zayn will possibly retain this title. That's it.
Okay.
It's it.
Bobby, who you
But it's
got?
a
I got Braun Breaker on this. I think that he needs the title because what else are they gonna really do with him if he doesn't win? And another thing, Ilya Dragunov could come back and play a part in this match and make Sammy win. So I want to say Braun Breaker, but I think if Ilya comes back, there will be some kind of interference with him if he comes back. But if he doesn't come back, I'm going to say Braun Breaker.
yeah.
Cool. I honestly think Braun Breaker is going to win this time. What I really would like to happen for Sammy is for Sammy to be elevated to the world title scene. I think he deserves it, even if it's just a small title reign. I would like to see him at least win, even if it's a situation like Christian Cage, where we all knew Christian was good for the world title. He went to TNA and proved that he could be the face of a company and be great at it. Although Vince never had faith in him, he for those few months that he actually held the title in WWE, he proved that he could be a decent champion. And I could see that for Sami Zayn. I want that for Sami Zayn. I don't want Sami Zayn to be the best friend that is just as good as his that is just as good, the friend that's just as good as his friend Kevin Owens, but he doesn't get that opportunity. I really want him to be, to hold that world championship, before he calls it quits in WWE. I'm gonna go with Braun Breaker to win. Braun Breaker is the future. The man is definitely um the next big. And I don't mean to take this from Brock Lesnar, but I definitely see Braun Breaker being the next big thing, being a dominant champion. So I'm gonna go with Braun Breaker winning this time. I think he's definitely gonna pull it off. Um, okay, and Danny, you said okay, you love Sami Zayn, and you don't know if he's still the underdog after having the IC title for three to four, 3, 4 times, and tag titles in 4 years. But you think he's losing? I think they might have him and Jay go after the tag. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. But in all honesty, I don't want Jay to go after no tag team titles either. I want Jay to go after a world title, a singles title at least, if not world title. Like he definitely deserves it. I mean, and the whole tag title thing is like they've held it so many times, and they've broken the tag team title reign record. So yeah, I both of them need to go after some singles titles, man. But they have a pretty good dynamic of the tag team. Uh, okay,
Ooh, that would be crazy. Ooh, Lord.
Braun is gonna Braun Breaker's gonna get his ass whooped a lot in that match, but it'll be a great match. It'll be a great match.
Uh, They're gonna run into each other and just collide and then poof into thin air.
Yeah, that'll be something. All right, so if that happens, I'm definitely gonna remember that. I'm gonna let you. Hey, Kathy, you said they're gonna go poof in the thin air. They're still here. Did they not run hard enough yet, or should they go like up the mileage?
I mean, they
You know,
both run. I mean, Braun runs around the ring crazy, and then Braun Breaker runs around like fast as all hell. So yeah, they're just gonna go. They're gonna explode.
all right. So the next match we have is let's see. The next match we have we're down to 2 matches now. So the next match we have
Yeah.
is
Gunther.
yes, singles match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Damian Priest, Senor Money in the Bank, El Campeon,
Yeah.
defending against the Ring General, the 2024 King of the Ring, Gunther. Kathy, you got for this one?
So I think Gunther's gonna win because if he doesn't, why did he even win the King of the Ring? But then again, I didn't pick Naya for hers. So I don't know.
Hey,
Gunther's only lost to Sammy in such a long time. I don't see him losing again. So I
Gunther.
think Damien's reign might be coming to an end tonight. And there's still, you know, the whole thing with Liv and Rhea. There's that Judgment Day stuff. There's Judgment Day stuff with Damien. Don't know how that's gonna play into it. Gunther doesn't need anybody to help him. So I mean, if Judgment Day interferes or whatever they do, actually that would be the only way I think Damien would retain is if Judgment Day gets involved. But I don't know if I see that happening. I think Gunther is gonna be the new champion.
Hmm.
That's gonna be a hell of a boring champion, though. Like, sheesh.
What else are they gonna do with Gunther? Like he lost his did he already lose his fizzle? Like that's what we're gonna find out, I guess. Because
Chop, chop, chop to your
yeah,
head, chop to your
like
chest.
he already lost to
Um,
Sammy. He was on this winning streak. Like where's Gunther going? He can only go up. You would think. So that was
maybe,
my reasoning for him getting the title.
maybe it's just me, but he comes off as a bit
Hey,
basic,
Gunther
man. Like
going
maybe
in
throw in
gym.
some like what were you saying, Bobby?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you were saying something. My bad.
No, I didn't say anything.
All right. So you're gonna go with Gunther,
Yeah.
Kathy?
Yep.
He's a great, but I guess he'll be all right. We'll see. We'll see.
I
It's
mean,
just
unless Damien retains and they still do stuff with Judgment Day, like
not
this pardoning of Judgment Day, and
not that I don't
I don't
like.
know where Damien's going either. Damien's gonna go back to Seth and have another match. Like where's he going?
Not that I don't like Gunther, but it comes off as a bit like I don't know, basic, man. I don't know, but we'll see. Maybe he'll pull out some new moves. But
To me, it just makes more sense. He was dominant as an Intercontinental champion. The where else you gonna go but up? So he would have to get the title, or else what are they doing with him? Like why did he win the King of the Ring?
yeah,
Naya's okay, like not winning because she has like a story with Tiffy, and but then I don't know, like I for that whole thing I had put Bailey was gonna win, but I guess I didn't really think about it all the way through. But she's got this extra thing with Tiffy, so I don't know. It's all
Okay.
confusing.
He said, okay. And Danny said when Damian beat Sheamus in SummerSlam 2021, he wore the colorful gear so he could win, but I feel Gunther will win and it'll give Seth his dream match. Okay. All right. Rob, who you got for this match, man?
Yeah, my boy Gunther, he's gonna win this one. I don't see Damian Priest getting this one. I don't even see Damian Priest being in Judgment Day after the end of the night. I think Finn's gonna come down or something. Priest gonna be like, "Yeah, that's right. We got this Gunther," and then something's gonna happen, and Priest loses, and then Finn and them come out, and he be like, "Yeah, you ain't champ," da da da, kick him out of the group, and they might start a little feud or something, or maybe Finn starts going after a championship or something. I don't know, but yeah, I think Gunther's gonna take this one.
Okay. Judy, who you got for this? We got for this match.
Mine for wait. I just checked the Mm-hmm. It's mine for wait for the mine for Gutner. I mean, because he deserves to win this title because last time he lost this United States title in a few days in I don't know, but I guess he deserved to win this title for Gutner or not. Damian will retain the United States champion, or
Okay.
else will clash again. That's it.
Okay. Bobby, who
Oh
you got for
shit!
this match?
I'm gonna have Gunther on this, but Damien to me hasn't proved he's a good champion yet because he doesn't want to help, but every time he had a championship, he has help, so he hasn't really improved himself yet. But I don't see. I see if no one interferes, I don't think he has a chance to get the Gunther is just too big and strong for Damien Priest to take down. I don't see him winning at all.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Gunther. As much as I don't want to see him win, because I know it's gonna be probably a boring reign, unless he spices it up somehow. Um, I think Gunther's gonna pull it off.
Mic
The
test.
one
Mic test.
we hear you,
Mic test. Mic test. Mic test.
we hear you. Technical difficulties, y'all. But one thing I'll give to Gunther, every title he holds, he brings prestige to it. He did it with the NXT UK title. He did it with the Intercontinental title. He brought prestige to those titles. And I
Mic
think
test.
as much as I don't want to see him hold that title, I think he's gonna win. But that title does need prestige now. So it being a new title, it needs prestige, meaning a competitor that not only holds it for a long time, but brings it every single match. That is Gunther, and I think he's gonna definitely pull it off. And we have a new viewer, MK Gaming. Okay, you're Indian. If you're watching us, if you're watching us all the way from India, thank you for tuning in. Really
Yay!
appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
We love going worldwide. You say Roman Reigns is gonna return to SummerSlam. Okay. Um,
Ooh.
that that's what a lot of people are speculating.
Mic test. Mic test.
And Danny, you said Gunther does level up. Yeah, he does. You're right. That's one thing I've noticed. As much as I'm not a fan of his, but I respect his work, you know, he definitely does bring it every single match. And if y'all don't believe me, look at his work with Pete Dunne and Ilya Dragunov. Hard hitting. So the next match, the last match, the final match of the night.
Woo!
The one that is going
Woo!
to have everybody on their seats. The one that's going to have Kathy Knight, sweating, with perspiration, looking like she's about to go and jump somebody on the mean streets of New Orleans in the Fourth Ward. The one that's going to have Rob turning his hat backwards like Sylvester Stallone in Over the Top. The one that's going to have Bobby going, bro. and the one that's going to have Judy Conde going, oh my gosh, and the one that's going to have me looking like this. We have the final match. It's going to be singles match. The defending champion, the grandson of a plumber, the son of the American dream, the American nightmare, the defending champion, Cody Rhodes, defending against
Ooh.
the former tribal heir, now the new tribal chief, head of the bloodline, new head of the table, which is debatable because, you know, when Roman comes back, there's going to be some questions to
Yoo!
be answered. Solo Sokoa. And this
Rainbow
match
Soto.
is going to be contested under bloodline rules. That means a bloodline member could possibly be a ring
Oh.
announcer. We could have Tama Tonga being a ring announcer. We could have Tonga Loa being a referee. We can have Jacob
Oh.
Fatu being the timekeeper. We can have, oh wait, there's only four of them. Yes, you know, but we could definitely, you know, bloodline rules, anything goes, no disqualification. And y'all know the last bloodline rules we had match we had was like Avengers Endgame.
Oh no.
It was cinematic. It was awesome. I'm glad I was there for it live and in person, although I was freezing my butt off in Philadelphia. I'm glad I was able to make it out there to witness that one match. I'm not in Cleveland this time, but I know it's going to be just as awesome. Hopefully, it's just as awesome. So, with that being said, um, Kathy, who do you have for this one?
So before everything that happened Friday, I was like, "Oh, this is a no-brainer. Cody's gonna win." But then everything started
Hmm.
unraveling yesterday because we have new tag team champions. I know Rob didn't watch
Yes.
SmackDown, but DIY are no
Yes.
longer champions.
Yeah.
Are they gonna go with this whole like? Are they gonna give the title to Solo? I don't really see them doing that. Like Cody still needs it. He fought and finished his story. I don't think his story's still done. Like he still needs to be champion. So I had circled Cody before all of this happened Friday, and then now I'm just like, I don't know what they're gonna do. I would think they're gonna still keep it on Cody. Um, but do they want like a bunch of gold in Bloodlines camp? They just have the tag titles now. Do they want Solo as world champion? I don't know if Solo's ready yet to be world champion. Do they give him the title to set
Oh.
up Roman coming back? Like that would be the thing. So there's a lot to unpack there, but like the no brainer, I just went with Cody, like before all of this happened. So I guess I'll stick with Cody. But it'll be interesting to see. There's some talk maybe Brock Lesnar might come back, but that's only because people interviewed Triple H and he said Brock will come back when Brock wants to come back. I don't really see him fitting in the whole bloodline thing right now. Like so there's a lot of twists and turns in this match too that could potentially happen. But I think Cody's gonna retain in the end because
Yes.
bloodline rules favor bloodline, but not always because it could come back like it did for WrestleMania. You know, John Cena showed up, Undertaker showed up, and Cody ended up winning. So you know, this kind of it could get backlash on them, get in their face like they think they're winning, but it could go to Cody's advantage too, which also gives me another reason why I think Cody's gonna retain.
Dude, you just gave me a vision right now. Bloodline rules. The last time we had John Cena coming down, Undertaker coming down.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be Stone Cold coming down there, but things didn't work out. And you had, you know, Jey Uso get involved when Jimmy tried to come out. You just got me thinking. And like I said, don't shoot me for this one, y'all. I always say things can happen in WWE. You just got me thinking of Rikishi coming down during Blood and Rules and Stink facing somebody.
He could. He could. I mean, Zilla's still out there. There's Zilla Fatu. They haven't debuted him yet. He's gonna debut. Well, no, he has a match next week on the Indies, so I don't think he's coming out. But yeah, there's still a lot to unravel in this bloodline.
We got to get that guy on our
It's
show,
not
man.
over.
We got to get that guy on our show. But I think now, since he's such a hot commodity, it's probably a matter of have your people call my people. We'll do lunch type thing now.
I mean, I could try to talk to him next weekend. I'll be at Booker T's Summer Champion, so I don't know. We'll see.
Wow.
Yo,
Wow.
Kathy, do you know what? I'm gonna veer off the road. I promise. We'll get back to the match. Do you know what you're about to witness at Summer of Champions?
Hello.
You're about to witness a match of all epic proportions, and most people don't even know it yet. But me being a person that analyzes things, it's one that I'm actually kind of jealous you're going to get to see. You're going to get to see our alumni guest, Maya World, and the Spark. Um, I forgot her name. I'm so sorry. Oh gosh, I forgot.
Jada?
Jada Jada Stone. Thanks, Jada. I'm so sorry. I had a tough week.
She's gonna
Like
kick
I
your
said,
ass now. I'm gonna tell her. No, I'm just kidding.
Maya World and Maya World and Jada Stone, the Spark Jada Stone,
Hello. Hello.
teaming up against Maya World, our other alumni guest, Maya World's former best friend, luxurious London Dior, and Caliente. I think her name is Calientita or Caliente, something like that. We've been trying to get her on the show. She hasn't answered us back. I guess she's shy. We're gonna Caliente. If we don't mean to butcher your name, we'll try to get it right next time. We'll get it right next time. But you're gonna be witnessing that match at Summer of Champions. I'm like, wow, I wish I could have seen that. But that's
Yep.
gonna be a great match to watch.
And also, Mia Friday versus Gigi Ray versus Promise Braxton in the main event. The women are main
Wow.
eventing finally.
I'm
But
all
yeah,
for it.
we're going off topic, but yeah, that's gonna be Summer Champions is shaping up to be good. Teddy Long's gonna be there. Boogeyman's gonna be there.
Nice.
So yep, it's gonna be fun next weekend.
Kathy, be careful. Teddy Long's gonna make you go one on one with the Undertaker, but then again, knowing you probably love that. So
I
yeah,
went one on one with the Undertaker before. I've met Undertaker. That was a pretty funny experience there too.
yeah. Weren't you the one that said,
I told him so he was signing the Undertaker figure I had for him to sign, and mid sign he looks up at me because I said I've been watching him as long as when he was Mark Calloway in WCW. He looks up
"Wow,
at me, he stops signing, he looks up at me and he goes, "You don't look that old." And I was like, I just turned 40 that year, so that was 2 years ago. So, but that
uh,
story keeps going on because I ended up telling Mick Foley said the same thing when I told him I watched his whole career, since WCW. He's like, "Well, you don't look that old." And the lady said that too, and I was like, the lady that was there to take pictures and everything. And I said, Undertaker said that, and Mick Foley goes, "When did you meet the Undertaker?" Like he was freaking out and stuff, and I said, well, I met him. I think it was like last year. It was the year that was last year or whatever. It wasn't in 2023, but I told him it was like 2022. So I was like, well, I met him last year because I met Mick Foley in 2023. So
okay,
Oh
he
no.
was like, when did you meet the Undertaker? So he was like freaking out because I saw the Undertaker. So I was like, I got a Mick Foley story and an Undertaker story.
that's cool. That's awesome, man. That's awesome." So, Kathy said you're going with Cody, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Rob, who you going for this match, man?
I'm going with Cody also. Yeah. There ain't no way that they build up. He got to finish the story. He's got to finish the story. Finally wins it at WrestleMania. What was it? Like 4 months later, he loses the championship. That I don't see that. Plus, he's still bringing in the money and all that. Solo, he wouldn't be bringing in as much money as Cody Rhodes. Even though I like Solo, but I think Cody's gonna win. And I think even though these guys are messing with Chad Gable and all, I think maybe somebody might come and mess with since like Kathy was saying, we got new tag champs. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, maybe some spooky people might come out there, especially a guy who got new blonde extensions, that was like a serial killer. Might him and somebody else might be trying to go for the championship, tag team championship. So. I want to see them come out, the Wyatt Six or whatever. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I'm going with
Oh,
Cody.
okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
because I think Cody's been fighting the bloodline for Oh my God! How long has he been fighting the bloodline? He can switch it up. It'll be
Years.
all right. It'll be all right.
Forever.
Years since
Yeah,
he's been since he joined WWE's
yeah,
years.
we can, we can switch up a match or two, for him. I mean, it'd be all right. It's not gonna
Yeah.
hurt.
I
It's
think
not gonna hurt.
eventually I think eventually there it's kind of like it looks like they're going to set up Cody versus Randy at some point.
Yeah,
I'm
and
all
Because
for that.
yeah,
if you watch when Randy and Cody are talking, Randy his eyes go straight to the title.
mhm.
I'm all for that.
Mm.
I'm definitely all for that. Um. So Judy, who do you got for this? Who do you have for this match?
For me, Cody, it
Okay.
possible to retain the title for me. But if Solo will retain the title, if Solo will wins the title or not, Cody will retain his title, or else will interrupt the opponent Solo with a clash with the bloodline, or else possible with disqualification if possible for me, if possible. But I don't know the match will be an epic or not. But let's see today or tomorrow on SummerSlam. That's it.
Okay. All right. And Danny, you said oddly enough, you think Cody will retain, and you don't think Roman is coming back, but you do think Jimmy
Yeah.
might come back, or Hikuleo will appear. We don't know if Cody has anyone to help him. Yeah, interesting. That's a good take. I got a feeling Jimmy might come back. Jimmy might come back next tonight. You said they could have a bunch of gold in Bloodline because they have it in Judgment Day, but Kathy's right. I don't think Solo's ready for it yet. Maybe a mid card. Yeah, I'd say give him the U.S. title. Although, yeah. Oh, Kathy, you got a comment here.
See, that's what Mick Foley said, and that's what Undertaker said. They were like, "You
Daddy,
don't look like you're in your
Daddy,
40s."
Daddy, Daddy, you're a millennial. Let me guess. You're 20. I'm not gonna mention your age, but if you're a millennial, you could have fooled me. You must be like the last of them. But I'm not gonna mention a woman's age. I don't want that smoke, even if it was on 420, which I don't smoke anyways. But whatever you're doing, keep it up. Yeah, right
Yes.
to the title. Hopefully he's not in. Yeah, okay. Hopefully he's not injured because the bloodline put his back to hell. Yeah, you got a point there. 30, okay, hey, whatever you're doing, keep it up. You look great. But Bobby, last guy. Who do you got for this last match, man?
I got Cody winning, but I ain't a fan of Cody, but I do see him winning. But I think Roman is gonna come back with Jimmy. And I think Tamaola might go with Roman since he's not doing really anything with Solo's bloodline. So I think that he might go with Roman, and then they could at War Games. They will have a War Games match between Roman's bloodline and Solo's bloodline, and that can
Okay.
be a possibility.
Wow.
Bobby, remember when Cody Rhodes first started wrestling? What used to tell me? Cody Rhodes sucks, right? Now
He
look
did
at
suck
him.
when he was in his legacy. He wasn't good. Stardust was a flop, and Dashing Cody was a flop too. They didn't last, and you can't say I'm wrong about that. Am I wrong?
Yeah, you got a point. But he was growing. He was growing. His career
Yeah.
was just,
When he went to
you got to go through
AEW,
some.
his career elevated, but before then, he did suck.
Mm.
Every stage of Cody Rhodes' career. Bobby, Cody Rhodes, what? He sucks. Legacy Cody Rhodes. Bobby, what about Cody Rhodes now? He sucks. Bobby, he just became Stardust. Cody Rhodes sucks.
And
The
why
man,
do you think they changed his super so many times? Because his career wasn't going over with the performance he was. That's why he changed 3 times within 5 years. He never won anything but the IC title, the tag title once. That's it.
yeah, that's
And my
that's
favorite wrestler is still wrestling.
Ooh. That's interesting.
who's Toa? Never
You
everyone
there?
thinks. Are you talking about Toa
Can you
Leona
hear
from
me?
AEW? Because he's in AEW.
Oh.
Danny Toa Leona from Gates of Agony, who's another guy who, if they work on, could be a powerhouse. I knew about him since before AEW when he was in Las Vegas. All right, so in regards to my who I'm gonna pick Cody Rhodes. I don't see Cody Rhodes losing to Sola Sokoa. Oh, you meant Tonga. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Tonga
thought
Loa.
because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, autocorrect
oh
does stuff
Honestly speaking,
all the
it would
time.
we have okay, so rumor has it Ikoleo has signed with WWE. It would not surprise me
mm.
if those three Tongans branch off from the bloodline and do their own thing. Although I've always said, Samoans and Tongans are like, like I'm Guyanese and there's Trinidadians. Like we're kind of like similar cultures, but kind of certain differences. That's what Samoans and Tongans are. That's my idea of what Samoans and Tongans are. So, but it wouldn't surprise me if if you know they eventually branch off and do their own thing. That'd be kind of cool. I wish they would actually sign Bad Luck Fale, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But who knows? Stranger things have happened with WWE. Um, but and I mean, Bad Luck Fale is the same age of. For those of you that don't know, Bad Luck Fale is the cousin of um, Tomatonga, and he is. You think Jacob Fatu is huge? Bad Luck Fale is bigger, and he's the same age as Tomatonga. So they could possibly sign him, but if he gets signed, whoo, and he was an original member of the Bullet Club, Bad Luck Fale. So for those of you that don't know about Bad Luck Fale, look him up. Look up his New Japan Pro Wrestling work, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna go with Cody. I don't see Cody losing. This is going to be if we had Avengers Endgame. Now we're gonna have Avengers Doomsday, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if I'm using the right comparison because Doomsday hasn't even. I don't even think it's even in pre-production yet. But shout out to Robert Downey Jr. for coming back. Great work as Iron Man. But yeah, I don't see Cody Rhodes losing. I think Jimmy's gonna show up and do his thing. I think Jay's gonna get involved. Yeah, we know Jay Uso's not on the card, but guess what? I think he's gonna show up too as well. We if Roman shows up, that would be great. That'd be awesome.
Mm-mm.
If they're gonna build up towards Bloodline versus Bloodline, they have to start doing it now. Like
Yeah.
SummerSlam is like the 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 starting point towards that. So somebody's gonna show up for Cody.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna show up for Cody. Sami Zayn is on the same card. He might show up for Cody. Kevin Owens might be on a flight in um he might be in Cleveland. He might
Yeah.
show up. Randy might show up. You never know. But and the one thing I feel so bad about this whole thing. I'm just sorry that Ted DiBiase Jr. is not he's not in this business anymore because it would have been great to see Legacy. Just think about Legacy going up against the Bloodline. Could you imagine that? The Bloodline versus Legacy. That would have been an awesome thing to see. But it is what it is. That's life. But I think Cody's gonna win. It's gonna be a hell of a match. We're gonna see a lot of run-ins, and people are gonna be pretty much on their seat watching this as well. I'm gonna definitely go with Cody retaining. I mean they built him up for so long for the last year. I don't see him losing. So I'm gonna go with Cody Rhodes to win this one. So with that being said, one more go around the room. Any final predictions for WWE SummerSlam? Any general predictions?
I think I would like to see, but I don't know how they're gonna plug this into it. But I think it's time for Alexa Bliss to come back. I want to see her again.
Okay.
And I think it's in Ohio, so anything can happen.
Candice LeRae, right?
No, Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss. Oh, okay. I thought you said I wasn't hearing properly. Okay. All right. That'd be kind of, I always said the one pairing we got robbed of that we should have gotten, Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan. That would have been great. Not because they're both blonde, but they have that kind of borderline crazy mindset. You have Liv crying and getting all these range of emotions. You have Alexa Bliss like just, 1 minute she's normal, the next minute she's like, oh,
Yeah, they were
you know.
seeing Alexa Bliss be a White 6, but I don't see that happening. Because it would have happened already by now. They're like, what are they waiting for?
All right, Kathy, Rob, Judy, any final predictions?
You know what? I'm gonna say Joe Hendry is gonna come out. I believe he's gonna come out. I believe
Say his
maybe he'll
name
be the one to
and
help Cody.
I
To help
believe
Cody.
in Joe Hendry.
Yeah, he might help Cody with the bloodline. You know, it's gonna be like all else fails. You know, all hope is lost. You know, Cody's like and then and then, hey, here we go. There we go. So
That would be
that might
Rob. If
happen.
that
That'd be pretty
happens,
funny. That'd be
you
pretty
know the pop. You know the pop that you know how crazy that whole stadium would get if they said if Cody's getting beat down and all you hear is
yes.
say his name and he appears. Joe Hendry's song starts playing and he does that thing where he turns around on the Titantron and then you see him do a run out. That would be crazy.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I'm hoping, but I know I was reading.
Rob,
He
I'll tell
signed
you
with
what, bro.
NXT. He signed with he's training with NXT. They're doing his thing and all.
Rob,
But I was like, man, that'd be awesome, man. Let him come out there, help
I
out.
will tell.
That'd
I'll
be
tell you
awesome.
what, bro. If that happens, the next time I'm in Delaware, if we're ever in the same city, first round is on me, bro.
There you go.
If that happens at SummerSlam, first,
That would be awesome.
I'm a man of my word. I give you my word. First round of beers are on me. If that happens, if we're in the
Yes.
same town. All right, so
Yeah,
Judy,
I'll buy the beers if that happens.
Judy, Kathy, any last predictions?
Mine, I will be for Cody. Cody's mine for Undertaker again. But if Roman will appears tonight with disqualification and Cody will retain the title. That's it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, Alexa Bliss did have. I saw a picture. She dyed the bottom of her hair pink again. So I don't know. Maybe Bobby's on to something. Um, people are saying Charlotte's been training again. She's getting that knee tweaked out, and
Oh,
get back up and running. So maybe
I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton.
Ooh
It's gonna
boy.
be a crazy match. I don't care what anybody says. Y'all, for those of y'all listening, oh Remy, you said argue with your best friend. Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton, that is money. I'm
Yeah.
all for that. That's gonna be a classic right there.
I've seen people say they want Raquel back to help Liv because they were tag team champions. They were a tag team. So I don't know if she's ready to come back from injury. And
That could
then
happen.
there's always Becky. Becky came back for Bianca's match a couple of years ago. Is Becky ready to come back after her
Oh
hiatus?
yes, yes. Oh, Kathy, you just gave me a that's so rave a
She
reverse.
she slapped. We heard the slap around the world when Becky hit Charlotte. That was for SummerSlam. So like big things
Kathy,
happen at SummerSlam.
you just gave me a reverse that's so raven vision. Reverse meaning a vision from back in the past. Where last year was it last year or the year before we saw Damage Control form. And
Yes.
these were three women that nobody had seen. They either got released or were on the injured list, and they just
Yep.
came out of nowhere after Becky and Bianca's match. So
Yep.
yeah, yeah, you might be onto something.
Then I don't
Might
know
be onto something.
if Roman's coming back, like you said, if they'll do that, start the bloodline versus bloodline. I saw that it said Team U bloodline. That was pretty funny. That sign in for SmackDown. They've been calling it, Bloodline 2.0, Bloodline
yeah.
Light, like the different names are coming up for this, like Bloodline Wolfpack. Like it cracks me up, and then like Team U Bloodline.
I'm so
Yeah,
I'm so
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna start the bloodline versus bloodline angle yet, but I guess it would be SummerSlam's pretty good to start it.
okay. So my thing on this, my final prediction, Damian Priest is actually he's gonna leave the bloodline eventually. I think he's no okay. No, what was I thinking? Who did I say? Oh, it was Drew McIntyre. Was it Drew McIntyre? Okay, Damian Priest is gonna leave the bloodline and he's gonna change the tire to more colorful gear. That's what I think is gonna happen. That's one of my final predictions. Sami Zayn is going to help Cody. He's on the same
Yeah.
card. I'm sure they're backstage, probably drinking a couple of cold ones, non-alcoholic cold ones before their matches. He's going to come out and help. He's going to come out and help Cody. And Kevin Owens is going to come. I'm gonna be that dude. I'm gonna say it with my chest. Kevin Owens is in the building. He's going to help Cody. Sami Zayn is going to help come out and see his best friend get beat up. He's going to come out and help too. That's what we're going to see. Jimmy Uso is going to show up. Maybe Roman Reigns. That's my prediction.
Yeah.
I don't
Jimmy
care.
might
I
come.
don't care
Yeah,
if I'm right or wrong. I
Jimmy
don't care if
might
I'm
come
wrong.
back. Jay's got nothing to do tonight either. Jay's waiting in the wings. Jay will
Jay's
probably
Jay's
help
Jay's.
Cody.
I don't know about Jay, but I know definitely Jimmy is definitely going to show up. Jimmy's going to show up.
Jay doesn't
Sammy's going to
care
show up.
about. Jay does not care about the bloodline anymore. He's done with them. There's no point for him to come back. He doesn't care
But
what they do
Yeah.
to each other.
he
He hates them
still
both.
he cares about Cody. He might help him there.
Yeah, but I don't think he's going to join the bloodline though in any way, shape, or form.
And
Oh.
Danny's saying Mrs. hosting. Do you think Truth will? Yeah, he probably. We're going to see some hijinks of parts.
Yeah.
We're going to see. This is SummerSlam, the biggest party of the summer. We're going to see some hijinks from R-Truth. It has to happen. It would be a travesty if it didn't. You said you want Danny. You also you want Alexa. You want Bliss versus Liv for similar personas would be a good match. Yeah, it would. It would. Both of them bring it, especially Alexa Bliss. I remember her goddess gimmick. That was
Yeah.
that was
That
like
was the
the
best.
best work.
Yeah.
It'll be nice to see Jordan Grace, to help Bailey just in case Tiffany comes out to help. I don't know where Jordan Grace would fit into that scenario, but I guess they'll find a reason. You can't wait for Charlotte to come back. Last year's was one of her better years. Yeah, it really was. She definitely brought it. Was SummerSlam 2022? Okay, thanks for
Are
telling me.
you?
Like I
Yeah.
said, my memory's crazy right now. I'm not losing it, but I just tend to forget certain things. If Jordan doesn't come out, then Naomi will be that build. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that too. Mm, I don't know. Her last heel turn was kind of okay, but we'll have to wait and see.
You know who I'd like to see
Can't
beat
see.
Bailey for the title? Jade Cargill.
Ooh,
She'll get it in due time. Just gotta
yeah.
let her cook for a bit. Just gotta let her cook for a bit. Naomi's heel turn. I can't see Naomi as a heel, but I couldn't see Roxanne as a heel too, and she's killing it. Naomi wasn't
Yeah.
to me. Great wrestler. Don't get me wrong. Naomi's a great wrestler. She has a bright personality. She's one of my favorite people. She's one of my favorite people
Hello?
on Total Divas. But her heel turn back in 2015 just wasn't convincing to me. It just wasn't, and not everybody could pull off the
I
heel
thought.
turn. Jordan Grace is doing not Jordan Grace. Roxanne Perez is doing great, but yeah, Jordan just isn't. You okay, Judy? You're kind of upside down there.
Nope, she's on mute too. Nope.
Did she
I
get
guess
stuck?
I guess we might have lost her. But yeah, Truth will probably do something silly. He'll call it Survivor Series instead of SummerSlam, or you never know what he's gonna do. Naomi, I don't know. Naomi's kind of, we're all programmed as wrestling fans to like everybody's gonna turn on everybody. So eventually, Naomi's probably gonna turn on Bailey at some point. Because
Yeah,
Naomi wants that title back. Like she's gonna get it eventually.
Judy. Any final predictions? Judy, any final predictions? No, you're on mute. You're on mute. Sorry, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. I guess she's having. Can y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we just have technical difficulties. We're overseas in the Philippines.
Yeah,
Okay.
it happens.
Yeah,
Yeah, it happens to the best of us.
we're live. It gets unhinged. We're good.
Yeah.
We're used to it.
Yeah.
Judy, can you hear us? We can't hear.
We still can't hear you.
Try to leave the room and come back. Okay. Okay. All right. So with that being said, it's about that time for us to shut this show down. I mean, my eyelids are not getting heavy. It's daytime, but I mean, it's time. It's pretty much time for me
Lunch.
to go ahead and get some. My stomach is rumbling. That means it's time for
Oh yeah,
lunch
I'm
and to
hungry.
get the day's activity started. But maybe not in that order. But before I partake in those activities, um, I'm gonna just do this for her. Make sure, Judy, if you can hear us, thank you very much. Bobby, thank you very much for being on our show. We really truly appreciate it. Bobby, we're gonna try to get you on 15 minutes of fandom real soon. We'll definitely make that happen. If y'all want to check out, make sure you follow Judy. She's on Twitter at Judy Conda, and also Instagram is at Judy Conda as well too. Make sure you check. Make sure you give her a follow. A wonderful person. Thanks for always giving us those shout outs on Twitter. We really and truly appreciate it. And Bobby, where can fans find you on social media when they want to talk wrestling and all that great stuff?
I'm on Twitter at WWEFan22885 and Twitch Bobby Striker 1. I'm gonna start streaming wrestling games, other games soon. So if you want to check me out there, you can check me out there.
Awesome. Okay, and Danny, thank you for actually tuning in. We really and truly appreciate it. And with that being said, um, we so I'm losing my train of thought here. Kathy Knight, the money penny to my James Bond and the Tennille to my Captain. Where can fans find you on social media when they want to talk wrestling, all things Becky Lynch, Saraya, and great eating in Louisiana?
So you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and Discord, all at BLUE70517. And like we said earlier in the show, you can catch me at Summer of Champions at Reality of Wrestling. That is next Saturday. So if you see me, say hi.
Awesome. And if you kick her in her shins too for 20 bucks, she'll let you kick her in her shins, and your career, whatever you're doing, will actually
Hey,
skyrocket.
you too will end up NXT champion.
There you go. So yeah, definitely. If you check out Summer Champions if you're in Texas, and make sure you follow Kathy. Rob Bass, the Sean Spence to my Burton Guster, the Riggs to my Murtaugh, and the Eminem to my Royce the 5'9". Where can fans find you on social media when they want to talk wrestling? And also when they want to find out when next appearances, purchase Rob Bass merchandise. And where can bookers and promoters find you when they want to book you for their shows?
All right, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Rob_Base82, Facebook, Rob Base. And this Saturday, you can catch me at 1CW. We're in Houston, Delaware, 1CW Takedown. We got an awesome event lined up for y'all. We even have a hair versus a hair match. You know what I mean? So Clippers are coming out. Somebody getting shaved bald. I'm reffing that show, and hopefully I'm reffing that match, and I can maybe use a clipper or two or something. Try to practice my hair cutting skills. But yeah, we got the 1CW favorites. We got Miles Millennium up there, the Delmarva Network champion. We got Brian Morse. He's the 1CW champ. We got the champ Marshall Williams out there tearing it up. He's going to be there. Everything's it's a don't miss event. Even if you do miss it, you can catch us on DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com. You can catch all the shows that are up to date, even from day one to now. So you can call up with all the storylines, everything going on. And I think Papa Scott does his shows too on his YouTube channel. So you catch 1CW there also. So definitely check us out.
Awesome. And also, y'all shout out to our alumni guest from the Nightmare Factory, who was in one of the Nightmare Factory classes. Fabio Pardo. He's going to be on that show too as well.
Yeah, he's gonna be there.
Shout out to Fabio for getting that booking. Hope you kill it out there, man. And you wow the crowd and everything. Y'all definitely check out, 1CW. They're doing a lot of great things. I'm not just saying that. I've actually been to one of their shows. It was on WrestleMania week, and they definitely knocked it out the park. So y'all definitely make sure you check them out. Now, if you want to follow me on social media, not that I do a lot of cool things, not that I say a lot of cool things, but I do go to a couple of cool places every now and then. You can actually find me on Twitter and Instagram at the Remy Blue, on Facebook under the alias Remy Blue as well. And our podcast is also. Oh, I'm also on TikTok. Yeah, I forgot. I got to mention the TikTok. I'm also on TikTok at the Remy Blue. You can check me out on there. I just did a cover of a brief video for the NBC Olympics viewing village in Rockefeller Center in New York City. So you can definitely check that out. And last but not least, our podcast is on social media. We're on Twitter and Instagram at Ringside Society, Twitch at Ringside Society 2019. We're on Facebook as a Facebook group. We're also on Spotify. We have a Teespring store, but we're still renovating it right now. And last but not least, we have a YouTube channel where you can see cool episodes like this one, like the other interviews we've had with several great men and women all over, professional wrestling, all over the country. You can find those interviews on YouTube, and to see them, it's really simple. It's not rocket science. It's not calculus. All you gotta do is go on Ringside Society, go on YouTube, type in Ringside Society, and once you see that really good-looking dark blue and light blue yin yang sound with the blue flames are on it, that's when you know it's us. So make sure you subscribe to all our videos because we got a lot of cool stuff coming up, and you don't want to miss a thing like Aerosmith in 1998. And with that being said, we just want to thank everybody tuning in live tonight. Thank you very much. We really and truly appreciate it. We strive on being one of the best wrestling podcasts a wrestling fan could, should, and would listen to, and we're not going to stop doing that. To those y'all that are going to listen later on, we get a chance. Thank you very much in advance. And those y'all that hate us, can't stand us, really and truly wish we'd go away, well, like myself at the Golden Corral, Kathy Knight at Cafe Du Monde for the buy one, get one free specials on beignets, and Rob Bass at the Taco Festival, we're not going anywhere for a while.
They hate us because they ain't us.
And we ain't stopping. So with that being said, we just want to let everybody know we're very well and aware. It's no secret. We know everybody and their grandparents and the parents of a podcast. But we're not your grandparents' podcast. We're not your parents' podcast. As a matter of fact, we're not just any podcast. So with that being said, hey, yo, Rob Bass, Kathy Knight, one time for the mind, one time for the people, one time for the wrestling culture, and one time for WWE SummerSlam.
Woo!
What type of podcast are we?
We're the Wrestling Fans Podcast.
That's right. We're the wrestling.
My bad. I mean, Kathy's been. I haven't been with Kathy in a while.
We're the Wrestling Fans Podcast.
Yeah, we're Wrestling Fans Podcast.
We're the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. And we will be back next week with another impressive guest on another impressive episode. But until then, we just have 4 favors for y'all. 4 favors just to ask. Stay safe, stay healthy, be excellent to each other, and enjoy wrestling. We out. Peace.
See y'all. Good night. Stay classy, Delaware.
Let the good times roll, Louisiana. Bye.